I'm on the run, hiding, and I'm not even under arrest yet, but I'm running. I am in hiding. So he hits me up one morning on my Nextel chirp, and he's like, I hope you went to court this morning, you little, you know what. So I was like, damn it. I did have court this morning for my second driving on a suspended license charge. So I called my attorney, the same one that has, I've been using for all this stuff. He was like, I'm at the courthouse. You're not here. You need to come up here. I'm holding the judge off. He wants you to serve 10 days for the second driving on a suspended license charge. So I go up there and they arrest me from the courthouse and I have to go serve 10 days. So while I'm in there, my dad comes and sees me in visitation because no matter what I had going on at that point, my dad was just holding out hope for me that one day I would get it together. So he comes to my visitation and he was like, you just need to join the military. He was like, you're smart, you're young, you can get away from all this, just join the military. And I was like, okay, I will. Because I was tired at that point. I had lost everything. I had lost the only thing that I loved, really, which was Madison. I had nothing left to really live for. My life was spiraling, and it was all this chaos going on. And so I was like, okay, I'll do that. So while I'm in there, Dustin gets arrested for 10 felonies, trafficking, eluding, all these crazy drug charges. So I end up getting out. I go to the military office with my dad. They pull my ASVAB scores from high school, and they're like, you actually scored very high. We will take you into basic training. Because at that point, I had no drug convictions. The only thing that I had was these driving on suspended license because I had beat the cases that I had. Right. Now, I had the one that was pending in Polk County, but they were like, if you come into the military, we can work on that for you. So I agree that I'm going to go in, but I have to get my city probation officer to take me off of the level of security that they had me on and put me on, I think, non-in-person report so that I could go to boot camp. So I call my city probation officer to have a meeting with them because I want them to sign the paper saying that they will agree to take me off the level of probation I was on so that I could go into boot camp. Mm-hmm. I get there, and it's taking longer than it should take, and in walks the DEA. I have been indicted. Girl, I got all these sex toys over here from the sex shop. Come get them. I'm just giving everything away. So I go over there, and she sends me with these grocery bags full. Dildos, body butter, paint, body paint, all this stuff. So I have all that in the back of my car, too. So he's having a field day searching through all my shit. So he picks that bag up, and the bottom falls out. And dildos go everywhere on the ground. His face turns red. He's scrambling, trying to pick them up. And I'm in the back of the cop car. Yeah. That's what you get. I'm talking all the shit. Because I know I don't have anything. So they don't find anything. We get to the jail and they ask him, what are you booking her for? And he says, possession of meth, possession with intent to distribute, pills not in original container, theft by services singular ghost phone, concealed tag, alter tag, no proof of insurance, and driving on a suspended license. And I said, what? And he said, and make sure you pull her prior because I don't want her to bat her pretty little blue eyes and get out of this one. Yes, I'm a drug dealer. I am. And I was like, but I'm not hurting anyone. I was going to get Madison. I was going to get out of it. And then this happens. And I told her I did not have drugs on me when they pulled me over. So I leave from there. She's got temporary custody of Madison, and DFAX is involved at this point. So my husband at the time, he comes and he files an emergency custody hearing and tries to get custody of Madison, and they deny him because he hadn't been active in her life at this point. So my mom still has temporary custody, and she and I have a very strained relationship at this point because she knows, I'm embarrassed. I'm an embarrassment to her and the family, and she's in the court system and all this. And so, now I'm having to go there to see Madison. And it was a strain because of mine and my mom's relationship at the time. And, Madison, I was all she knew. And so at night when I would go there and I would lay there and she would just have she's 2, she would have her little hands on my face and she would just say, Mommy, I just want to go home with you. And I couldn't take her. Mm-hmm. There was nothing that I could have done to take her because this order was in place. And I would leave there and I would just go get so high that I didn't feel it because I didn't know what else to do. I was too deep at that point to just walk away. And when I go past him, he pulls out behind me. And I knew that my license were suspended because I had a speeding ticket that I forgot to pay. And so they had suspended my license. All I had to do was pay the speeding ticket. So he pulls out behind me. And so I'm like, shit, my license. So I pull into my friend's mother's hair shop. It's at night. I pull in. The police officer goes down the road. I turn my car off. I turn my lights off. 5 minutes later, he comes back in. He pulls in behind me and he hits his lights. So he comes up to my window and he's like, license and registration, please. And I was like, why? And so he asked me again. We went back and forth and did that for a second because I knew that I had been sitting there long enough with my car off and my lights off that he had no probable cause to ask me. He knew that my license were suspended because the whole Rome City Police Department thing, they had been watching. Right. They knew, like, there was all this stuff going on, right? So he says, I know that your license are suspended. Step out of the car. You're under arrest for suspended license. I know I don't have any drugs on me, so I am totally unbothered and unfazed. It's just an inconvenience at this point. I know I got enough cash in my pocket that when I get to the jail, I'm going to cash bond out for driving on suspended license. So he starts searching my car. And he's convinced he's going to find something. They're taking apart everything, like the speaker system, the amp. Like I had all these other like stereos in the back that weren't hooked up to anything like CD players. He's literally like trying, just sure he's going to find something. So earlier that day, there had been this big run-in that happened on a fraud case with this guy for like embezzlement in Rome, and he owned a sex shop. So the girl that was friends with him had called me and was like, girl, I got all these sex toys over here from the sex shop. Come get them. I'm just giving everything away. So I go over there and she sends me with these grocery bags full. Dildos, body butter, paint, body paint, all this stuff. So I have all that in the back of my car too. So he's having a field day searching through all my shit. So he picks that bag up and the bottom falls out. And dildos go everywhere on the ground. His face turns red. He's scrambling, like trying to pick them up. And I'm in the back of the cop car. Yeah, that's what you get. I'm talking all the shit. Because I know I don't have anything. So they don't find anything. We get to the jail and they ask him, what are you booking her for? And he says, possession of meth, possession with intent to distribute, pills not in original container, theft by services singular ghost phone, concealed tag, alter tag, no proof of insurance, and driving on a suspended license. And I said, what? And he said, and make sure you pull her prior because I don't want her to bat her pretty little blue eyes and get out of this one. I've become the dope man. So I have no interest in changing my life. I'm making all this money. You know, it's like I was famous in my own little world. I would get high. I remember one night, I was always working on stuff because I hang around all guys and they were all geeked up and they all had trade skills. Like they were builders or they could lay tile or they could plumb or whatever it was. And so I literally learned how to do all of these trade skills because I'm high all the time around all these guys. So like we're out there one night, the internet goes out. And so I'm outside and I have this light on my head, you know, one of those flashlights. So I'm outside trying to fix the internet because I've learned some things about like wiring and stuff, right? So I'm out there, I'm tinkering with these wires and my friend Matt is next to me and he's like, oh my God. He was like, what if people like could sell drugs on eBay? And, you know, I'm down and I'm working and it like dawns on me and I have this light on and I come up, my flashlight's beaming, it's dark outside and I was like, yo, like wireless trafficking. Just dumb shit like that. Like just high shit. We were doing it all the time. But it was just fun in the beginning. It was fun.